What's up guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of another upgrade on the XR400. As you can see, we got the CJ5 right here, trying to get the carburetor rebuilt on that so we can get it started. Got the crew cab here, that thing's running beautifully. So some of you guys know I'm a pretty tall person. I'm 6'4", and like I said, I'm a pretty novice rider, as you guys know. But I'm trying to get better at riding standing up. So what we're going to do today, we're going to install these Rox handlebar risers. So they're 2-inch risers, and my handlebars are 7/8" stem. So we're going to install these. Should be a pretty quick and easy install. So we'll get it installed, and then we'll do kind of a riding review. We're going to take it up into Payson Canyon in a couple days. We'll ride it around, see how it is. I'm expecting it to A, be easier to stand up and ride, and B, I'm expecting the steering to maybe be a little bit different, whether for better or for worse, just by changing the geometry of the handlebars. So let's get to installing this. All right, so we're going to open the package first. Looks like there's some instructions and a little sticker in here. I don't know who needs instructions for these. I'm sure it's pretty self-explanatory. Said every guy ever. Okay, so we got a 12mm wrench. We're gonna loosen up the handlebar mounts. If you guys haven't seen the video of installing these new handlebars, the grips, the bark busters, I'll put a link on the top of the screen right now. I did that a couple weeks ago and I really like this setup. Okay. Take that off. Okay, we're just going to set that right there. So now all we have to do is just get the risers and mount them right in here. Get these mounts back. And I'm just going to snug these down. I'm not going to tighten them way down. Because I still want these to be able to move a little bit so we can adjust, you know, how forward or how back we want the handlebars. Okay, same thing on the other side. So the Allen bolts are a 6mm Allen wrench. All right, let's get the handlebars. Alright, so I got the risers on here. The clutch cable, when I turn all the way to the right, gets pretty tight to the point it's actually trying to almost rotate that clutch lever down. The clutch cable is not one of the cables that you can really make it longer or shorter. So what it's hitting on is this arm for the hand guard. So these arms, you're able to mount them either this way with the wires and cables on top of it, or turn it around and mount it so the wires and cable go under it. So I'm going to turn this arm the other way, upside down, and see if that allows for enough relief of that tension on the cable when I fully turn to the right. And I'll update you when I get to that point. Alright guys, that seems to have done the trick, so let me show you. So I told you I had to flip this little mount for the hand guards just upside down, and actually kind of like the look of that a little bit better anyway. So I flipped the other one so it matched. So, you know, at full right turn, there's still tension on the cable, but it's not like tugging on it and really forcing the, you know, before it was actually almost causing the lever to actually rotate downward. So that seems to be good. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to ride from my house up about 3/4 of the way up that mountain. So it's a little trail called the Switchbacks. It's a fun little ride. So let's head up there. Like I said, once we get to the top, I'll tell you how I like the risers. Enjoy the footage. There's some awesome views that I'll kind of stop and let you guys see off the edge. and then we'll come back down a little bit different way, and I'll show you some of the trails back on the way to the house. So enjoy the footage. Let's see how these risers work. Well guys, we made it to the top. Here's the view from up here. There's off one side, and then it's actually a better view down there where I stopped and showed you guys, but you can see. So all this burnt almost 2 years ago. Let's see, I live right down over there. So they evacuated our whole community because they were afraid, and it really should have. This should have come down and burned everything. So cool view up here. But the bike, the rocks risers, in my book, totally worth the money. The bike feels so much more maneuverable and nimble. The other thing which I was hoping for was when I'm standing up riding, it feels way more comfortable. I'm 6'4", so before when I would stand up and ride, it felt like my fingertips were just barely grabbing the bar, or if I really wanted to grab it, I had to almost squat almost all the way down. So definitely a huge improvement. So there she is. I just love this bike the more and more I ride it. It's so fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm a fan of these bar risers. If you're taller and you don't feel like standing on your bike, or it's just not very comfortable riding, try a set of these risers or some other ones. I don't care, but these ones are kind of top of the line. They have really good reviews, so I think they're like 90 bucks, which is kind of expensive, but I think it was well worth it. So all right, let's ride all the way back home. Hope you guys enjoy the footage, and we'll see you guys in the next video.